born to survive. We are born with potential to make it in life. We are born to be great. We are born to survive. We are born with potential to make it in life. Punch twisty KKT. Beauty and wet in the middle of big backs. We always go up, we never go down. When they say we not fine, we always bust up cause we are beauty. Either be modest, who always show on the Vogue magazine. Always looking forward, we never look back. Mama prayer, girl us movie. Iron.
Hi fam, welcome to All About Twins podcast, season 1, episode 2. As you can see, this is your favorite identical twins.
Obviously.
Yeah.
My name is Beauty.
My name is Wealth.
We are the Posh Twins.
Okru
Clucky.
In today's episode, we're gonna be talking about what's really like dating twins.
Ooh. Like, this is one of the hottest topic people are always curious about. Like, immediately people see twins, they immediately have so many assumptions, especially when it comes to our dating life.
Like, some people find it so confusing, some find it fun, and some people don't really know how it really works.
And some even find it too wild. And the truth is, I feel like this topic is not most talked about.
Yeah.
Maybe that was why a lot of people actually comes into a lot of conclusion and assumptions.
Yeah. If you ever wonder what's really like dating twins, or you're just curious about how our dating life really works, then come closer,
sit down, grab your popcorn, cover yourself with a blanket, because it's about to go down. I feel like people have so many assumptions when it comes to twins in general.
Yeah.
Like, when people see us, especially when it comes to our dating life, there's a lot of assumptions.
Yeah.
And I won't even call it assumption at this point. I would say they all jump to conclusions. Like, when people say identical twins, they just jump to conclusion when they see us, like, and it's I feel like the conclusion mostly comes from our dating life, because
Yeah.
maybe because we know that people are always curious about us. So they are like, oh, are they going to get married to the same man? Are they going to deceive the same man? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? And I'm like, oh my goodness.
God. Like, how do one thing that is very annoying to me is that whenever people come across us, like, I know it's okay, people are fascinated by us, but when it comes to our dating life, they're always like, oh, just because you guys are dressing the same way, just because I feel like to us twins in particular that we dress the same way, do everything the same way, people always have this kind of conclusion like, oh, the way you're dressing the same way, I'm very sure you guys are going to end up with one man.
Or they even come with, oh, don't worry, all this closeness, marriage is going to separate you guys. Like, that question is even the most one that people say. They're like, don't worry, all these ones, marriage is going to separate you guys. And I'm like, this is a bond that has been there before marriage comes. So there's no way marriage is going to break that bond. I just say this, that if there's any twins that marriage separate them, or marriage actually made them like go, the bond is not strong to begin with.
Yeah, period. That's it. Because I can tell you for a fact that this bond is something that is already like is tight, like it's like this.
Like,
so
forever and
every
ever.
marriage that is coming in is coming to join it. It's not coming to like separate it.
Exactly.
Like-
Exactly. Because I can remember there was a day we were actually going out, and we are passing through, like, I would say there are 6 in number.
Yeah.
Like 3 men and
2 women.
no, I think 3 men and 3 women.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know that there are 6 in number containing men and women. And immediately we passed by, there was one man in the middle. This man was talking with so much confidence. Like, this man was talking like as if he was actually living with us. It was like, you see those twins that they are passing? They already get married to one man.
He said,
And I'm like,
he said we're living with one man.
instead we're even living with one man. And honestly, I wanted to go back to go and tell him that, Mr. Man, you are actually lying. But what just told me that among like 10,000 people that normally bring out that as option, if I corrected him, am I going to be able to correct the
Like,
other
are
one?
you even there when the other one are talking about? Just because
Exactly.
you add that does not mean like you can go. So I just thought, Beauty, I said, you know what? You don't need to go and correct him. Just let him be, because there are thousands of people that have the same assumption, like this same, I don't know, this same belief about us.
Yeah, like, it's kind of like crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's not even the only remember the day we actually went out to get something?
Yeah, I remember we went to get our underwear, like some of our underwear. So when we got there, we are telling the woman, I was like, oh, we needed this underwear in blue and in green. So, but unfortunately, she doesn't have some in the same color. I mean, like, oh, we're so sorry, my sister and I would love the same color, the same thing, and she was like, hey, this one you guys said you want the same color. Hey, you guys, hope you not later end up with one man. And I was like, ma'am, how do you get into that conclusion?
Like,
Because
even though we are twins, we are also like different individuals. I feel like when it comes to we twins that normally dress like the same way, like, put on every blessed day, I feel like people are like they normally jump to that conclusion because we are twins. That there are some twins that don't put on the same dress every day.
You know what get me so annoyed is because I'm not. I told her when she came into that conclusion, I was like, I asked her, I said, this same underwear
Underwear, yeah.
that want to get. I'm very sure that there are some people that are going to get it and be like, I don't want color red. I also want the same color green. Does that mean that all of us that really love that color green are going to end up with the same man, like with just one man?
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Like I was just like, please just let me know.
And these are like when I'm talking about the assumption, it's like 1 out of 1,000 assumption people have when it comes to our dating life. People are curious. I don't say people like me, but when it comes to our dating life, like they're always like, some people be like, are you going to get married to twins? Some people like, oh, is it one man? Especially us, when we're actually going out, that thing is like, and I feel like it's not coming from a good place.
Yeah.
Because when some men actually see us outside, they'll be like, I'm going to get married to the both of you. Like, no.
No.
And I hate that phrase.
I hate it. It's very annoying.
There's one phrase that they normally says a lot, which is buy one, get one free. My head blows out when I hear that phrase. I don't know why people tend to, when it comes to identical twins, if you it's okay to be curious about some things, but like jumping into conclusion or assuming because you see some twins do this, or you see some twins, you try to project it on other twins that you don't even know their life, you don't even know what they are going through.
Yeah, like as twins, we have different, even though like we're all from the same kingdom, but we are all raised in different background, we have different perspective, we have different views, like you can't just use one twin's view to judge all the rest of the twin. I don't know if that makes sense. Like my sister and I, we don't have the same taste when it comes to men.
Honestly, like
we don't like we don't just have the same taste when it comes to men. Even there are some things about my sister and I that is kind of different. Like it stand out. It's very unique. What I like sometimes, she might not really like it. And what she likes sometimes, I might not really like it.
So I feel like maybe, to be honest, we don't have the same crush on the same guy.
Yeah.
Probably maybe that is why we have, I told the people that we have more similarity than differences. But that difference is kind of like obvious and very unique in its own way.
Yeah.
Right from even when we are little, when you are growing up, that you have like this celebrity crush.
Yeah.
We never had the same celebrity crush.
Never.
Right from
it
time.
has never happened. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Like right from start, we never have the same. Like whenever we're looking at all these artists, all these actors, like my sister and I, we never for once, like not even because we are twins, I was just like, what do you see in this person? Like, I don't see it. Why are you so eyeball? Why are you so like?
There was a time where I was so in love with Drake. Oh my goodness. I love Drake so much, and my sister does not like Drake. Like she likes
I love his music,
but
not like the way she's.
We all have this fantasy whereby when we see some artists, like some musician artists, we have like, oh my god, when you imagine that, oh my god, maybe I should be his wife. You even have that hope, like you're going to get married to them. So I have that. Even I feel like we were actually working in an organization. They knew, everybody knew.
They always call her Drake wife, wife. Like whenever Drake song is playing on the screen, they always like, oh Kenny,
come and see your husband, come and see your husband. But my sister, when I'm talking about Drake, she's like
I'm like, okay, it's cute, it's okay, but not like the way you are like going like.
And that's like when you to talk about like BTS, Kim Taehyung.
Yeah, like
oh my goodness,
the most handsome man in the world.
My ears are full. Like when what is going about Kim Taehyung, it's just like too much. And this brings me to the fact that we don't have the same taste when it comes to guys. Because I actually remember when we actually went on a TV show.
Yeah,
we went to Cruise. Big shout out to Cruise TV, and they were like
we have like 6 sets of twins on the show, and it's kind of like different for my sister and I when they ask us a question like, do you guys have the same crush on the same guy? My sister and I, we noticed that most of the twins there said yes, and we are the only one that said no.
And it's kind of surprising, I'm not going to lie, because I was like, we find strange, even though we love them, everybody has their own parts. Well, I'm just like, so we are the only one that does not have the same taste when it comes to men.
Yeah.
And it's opened our eyes. That's what I'm saying. This topic is not most talked about. That's why a lot of people jump into conclusion.
Yeah.
Maybe probably if we had the same taste in men, probably maybe we would have said, oh, the assumption that they're saying, are you going to get married to the same man? Maybe we would have liked it, or maybe we would have been like, well, maybe they're partially right. Yeah. But like, we don't have. When it comes to men, we don't even have that taste. Even when it comes to music,
our taste in music is different. Like
very, very different.
Very different. Like whenever she's playing music, I don't like to you guys. I'm just like, okay, let's just be done with this. Let's just be done with this thing. I'm so tired. Let's just be done with it. And when we're being asked on the Cruise TV about like, do we have the same crush on the same guy? One of the twins mentioned a statement, and it kind of like I kind of feel sad, not like in a bad way, but in a good way. When she said, whenever they have a crush on a guy, and they told the guy that he has to pick one of them, and I'm like, I don't like it when guys, when we are like, you have to pick between us. I don't. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say, but because I feel like it's because they have the same taste in men.
Yeah.
That's why that option actually comes to them,
Yeah.
because they're like, okay, you have to pick one. And I feel like that's why the movies are showing that kind of thing, whereby they're like, oh, this one is jealous of her, or
twin.
maybe one has a crush on one, and the other two also has a crush
on the same
on the same man or on the same guy, and it's kind of causing like a rift between them. But we never had the same crush
Yeah.
on the same guy. So I would say we are going to talk
on our own
personal
perspective.
yeah, so that it doesn't be like as if maybe we are trying to be.
I just like when we are like telling a guy, like, I know we don't have, like, let me just talk in general, like when you're telling someone to like pick between one of us, I feel like it's just like telling the person, like, okay, for instance, let's say one person has more crush, there's definitely going to be one that's like overhyped about the person, even if we have the same taste in the guy.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, telling the guy to pick one person, feel like the other one's like a second option. Let's say, for instance, like this one actually, maybe, okay, let him pick one. And it does not even go for the one that actually love him, went for the second one. I don't.
It's kind of confusing and crazy, because this actually made me remember something. Anytime we are going out, obviously when you are beautiful as a lady, you always have admirers.
Yeah.
Should I come to admirers? And there's one thing that they normally does. Not every twin. Yeah. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not talking about the admirers. That is not every one of them, but like mostly. Some men are going to come to me. Maybe I don't find them attractive, or maybe I don't see anything, and they're gonna be like, oh, I like you, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Respectfully, I don't really like you.
Yeah.
And
they'll go behind.
They'll go behind.
God. And they'll come and meet me, and I'm like, this same guy is going to woo me out as well, expecting me to say yes. Like,
make it make sense.
Like, for my sister to reject you, definitely I'm going to reject you as well, because I don't know what you see in her. Then definitely for her to reject you, there's definitely a part that she sees that I also is going to see, and I'm going to be like, no.
Now, I feel like people need to understand something. Just because we have different things in guys does not mean when I see my twin sister, husband, or future partner or boyfriend, I'm going to be like, you. No. No, it's not that. It's just that the way she find that person attractive, like romantic, in a romantical way.
Yeah.
I don't find that person in a very, oh my goodness, we didn't even put on our glasses. I don't find that person in a very, like, in a romantic type of way. And same as her to, like, is like vice versa. So sometimes when those guys comes and they're like trying to play this tricky aspect, I'll be like, okay, if she says no to me,
then definitely as some I like me, or like
if you have even tried to play that game, trust me, our both answer is going to be no.
Even if you have not even tried to play the game, to me, you, like, the first person you come to is my sister. And just because you said no, you come to me, that means you're making me like your second option. I'm so sorry. I'm always the first option, because Drake said, if you are a twin, I will still choose you. So my man has to come to me first. Like, it's not if you go to my sister first, just because she tells you no, then you come and meet me. Like, no, that's like period. No, it's never gonna happen. And for you to go, like, you are trying to make it like a shake button. I don't know. I don't like it.
There was one story time. Oh, anytime I remember this story time, I get annoyed.
Oh,
like, it gives me a headache. We were actually going, I would say it's like an audition.
Yeah.
For an acting audition, because obviously you're an actress.
Yeah.
So we actually went on an audition. This thing is like, I feel like it's like 3 or 5. No.
It's more than 10 years.
10 years.
It's more than 10 years now.
Let's just say 10 years. Yeah. A decade, right?
Yeah.
So we actually went on an audition, and we actually met, like, it's like the director. I wouldn't even say.
Let's just give him any name.
Let's just give him any name. So we are like friends, but not friends.
Yeah.
So, I said I was giving my twin style like a green flag, whereby, you all know how men behave when they wanted to, with someone out. How they will behave now. So I said that she was already giving my twin star a green flag.
It was already giving me.
Yeah, it was giving you a green flag. But I knew that Well does not like him romantically. So we are like, we already friend zoning.
Yeah.
So there was not a day I was actually going to the toilet.
Yeah, we went for the audition, and it was also among the people in the audition. So I was actually going to it. No, it was you, not me.
It was me. I was going to the toilet. It was me. Yes. I was going to the toilet, and this man came suddenly. Like, let's say this is the toilet. I already came out of the restroom. So, and he came out, and he was coming from another corner. And I wouldn't say, how am I going to put this English? Like on her way,
yes, like suddenly,
and he pecked me on the cheek.
Like,
You know why I blew up was because I knew that I was giving my twin sister a green flag. And I was like, what was this nonsense? If you know me, we already said in the first episode, I am
she's the blonde twin.
I'm the blonde twin.
Yeah.
Oh God, I gave him the lecture of his life. Like I gave him the lecture of his life. That day, I know that he was going to regret that action.
And it
because I
wasn't like, let me tell you guys one thing is that this guy can actually differentiate us. Because
Yeah.
even if he cannot differentiate us, when this thing happened, I was inside the room where auditing. Like, and Betty went to the restroom. And I can tell you for a fact that, let me tell you something. I was sitting down when this guy kissed me on my cheek as well. Like, let me put it that way.
and we were on our way.
And we are on our way. Like, I feel like he did this thing in a very wrong way. Like, he knows what he's doing.
Like
Because
in a corny way.
in a corny way, because he pecked me on my cheek and I told him, I said, I don't like this. I don't like it. He said, oh, Jocelyn. I said, no, you are not someone I'm dating. You are not my talking stage. You are even my talking stage. We have to ask for a consent
Yeah.
before he like do that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And for him to notice that my sister is going to the restroom and to go and corner her on the way and also like pet her on the cheek.
So
like,
me, I was not aware initially that you already did that to my twin sister. You know, me, I was just the anger I was having was that I knew that you had a green light with my twin sister. So why are you like, you know, why do you peck me on the cheek? And it was like, oh, I'm so sorry, blah 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 blah. So my anger was a little like, okay, let's just say he did a mistake. I came back into the room where the audition was actually going on, and I could read my twin sister emotion, even though she was not talking. I could see that she was angry. And I got to a place I was about to say, there was this thing that we call like we both say that. Don't you realize? I was like, wait. She was like, so kissed me on the cheek. I'm like, he kissed me too on the cheek. I said, oh God, fire on my head.
Like-
I just told Welt, I said, we are going to go and confront him.
him.
You will never ever do that again. We'll be the last twins you ever try that on. And we actually go to the meeting. My sister, you know, she's calm. Why does not know how to talk too much when it comes to this situation? Omo, me, I went to the front and was like, what you just tried? So you pecked my twin sister and you came back on her way to me and come and peck me to you. You are this, you are that. Because YouTube is going to spam it. That's why I will not use what I
like
used.
as I'm trying to remember the storyline, like recollect the story.
My
FIRE fire him. Like, I'm so sorry. I even mentioned like it's kind of like I don't like when people think they're kind of smart. Like to this more like he's trying to like play the board of us. To me, that's how
yes, and I was so angry. Like I gave him, trust me, I cursed him out. After I cursed him out, I was still not satisfied. I kept just abusing him to the extent that we could not even wait for the audition that we came to do. We left because I was like, what's this? So that's why anytime I see any man say something like, oh, I will marry the both of you, I know that thought is not coming from a good place.
Like that is they have a very battle behind it, because how are you going to say you're going to get married to two sisters? You know, whenever someone said, oh, I love you guys, I'm going to get married to you, I won't lie to you, I kind of throw this question to them. I know it's going to kind of pull them off, and I'll ask them, do you have sisters at home? And they'll be like, yeah, I do. Do you have like, are they elder and younger? And I'll be like, yeah, I have one elder sister and I have one younger sister. And I'll be like, can you pray for one man to get married to both of them? They'll be like, no,
They have this ghosted face.
And I'm like, then why are you projecting that on us? And they'll be like, well, you guys, you love dressing the same way now. The way you do.
No, you've forgotten. There's one thing that they said the most. There's this thing that they said. They are going to say one thing. They said they've seen some twins get married to one man.
Yeah.
That was one. I'll be like, you said some twins, not us. You don't project because you see one out of 1 billion twins get married to one man. You think, oh, every twins is going to get married to one man. No, it's not making sense. Like, no. Just because we never had the same crush on the same person, but at the same time, you don't have to like project that onto every twins that you come across.
Like everybody's perspective, everybody's view is different. Just because we are twins does not mean like we have like the same view. Another twins have the same view when it comes to the dating aspect. We also have this different view. Like I can't come across twins on the road and tell them like, oh, this is the way we do, you have to do it the same way. Like we said when we went on Cruise TV, some twins said they have the same crush on the same guy. And I was like, oh wow. To me, I was saying this in my mind, like I was like, oh, my stand, we're kind of like different. Like why we the different one? Like, and it's kind of like get me so annoyed when people come to the part like, oh, marriage will be the one to step. I feel like this marriage aspect separating twins comes from, I think this is more focused on the men side.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not really more focused on, it's the one that is focused on where the lady side is the fact of like, oh, one husband will carry one to like UK, while the other second husband will carry the one to like Canada. Like I'm just like,
no, people like to project that in on us, you know, and I'm like, no, please, just because we are twins does not mean, oh, marriage is going to separate us. Or whereby they'll be like, oh, some twins are mischievous. I feel like that guy that did that thing, because there's some things that people mention that some twins guy,
Yeah.
they love to like play some girls around whereby
Yeah.
they sleep with the both of them. So I think that there are just so many assumptions when it comes to our dating life, and I'm like, this is not how it is. I actually went on Quora when it comes to
I went on Quora.
you went on Quora,
Yeah.
I went on YouTube, but I think like that was like 2 years ago. I was like, I wanted to see the other views of the other twins. Like I want to know about their dating life, but unfortunately,
We
no
are
one-
just seeing a lot of assumption. Like,
yeah, no one talks about like
Yeah.
how dating like, because I feel like if we talked about it, people are going to have a little bit of insight
Insight, yeah.
when it comes to twins dating life. So maybe they won't have jumped into those conclusions.
Yeah.
And you know, when it comes to our dating life, let's talk about the reality of dating
Yeah.
identical twins.
Yeah, we are of dating twins in general.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk about us because we are identical twins.
Yeah. So let's talk about the dating reality, because I feel like we need to talk about it.
Yeah.
And we've seen a lot of people that ask us that, oh, how does it feel like when someone is dating you guys?
You.
Like, and when we tell them that, oh, this is how it feels like when you want to date us, then we're like,
Like, how can you eat outside of a club you're not going to get into?
like they have like, they'll be like, oh, it's too much rule, it's too much this, I can't do this, because I want to date you, I can't do this. And I just tell them something, that when you're not in love, there are a lot of things that you've actually said to people, like, I can't do this. We've gotten, everybody has in one point whereby you be like, they're doing this, I can't do this,
It's-
oh my god, it's so. And just for you to fall in love, and you are the biggest fool when it
Ever.
comes to that thing that you said you would
cannot
never do.
And I feel like when we're talking about love in general, like when you are in love with someone, you never see things about them like a burden. You never see it like a stress. You never see it like,
Yeah.
oh, this thing is a work for me. Like, it's a work that I have to do. Like, this thing will actually come very naturally to you because you are in love with this person. Like, you love this person with their flaws, their imperfection, their everything.
Yeah.
It's when you're not in love that you're bringing out like, what, I don't like the way she talks, or her teeth is not bright. You understand? When you are in love, you
tend to love everything about them.
Yeah.
And you know, when it comes to us, I feel like twins, we have like 3 categories that I'm
Yeah.
gonna put twins in. The first set of twins are like us that put on like the same outfit,
outfit.
you know, the same thing. The second twins are the one that they don't put on the same outfit, but they still have that close bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you maybe, you know, I've seen some twins, come across some twins on TikTok whereby they still put on the same outfit, but the color is different.
Yeah.
You know, they put on the same, but the color is different. And the third set of twins are the twins that they are just twins, but they are not twins when it comes to their bond.
Yeah.
Like you can't really know that they are twins.
Unless,
So
yeah.
of course, our dating life is going to be very, very, like different.
Yeah.
So, you know, as even as identical twins, or let's say twins in general, we also have a checklist for someone that wants to date us, that we actually like, if you don't think this,
Yeah.
we are just like, oh no,
You
I
know,
don't
like we have a lookout for it because these checklists are things that comes very naturally to someone that actually wanted to date us. Like, it's not
Yeah.
something like we have to sit them down and be like, this is what, you know when you are going on a date with someone and you're like, you already have it in mind, like, this is how I want my mind to talk. If this man does not have this thing, then he's not like eating the right spot, or let me just put it that way.
Yeah, because I could remember there was a guy that actually liked my twin sister then, Ben. So he was like, I would say that like a talking stage, you
Yeah.
know, he actually would my twin stand out, and my sister was like, no, and was like, okay, you know what, before you can even say no, let's go out on a date.
Yeah.
And my sister said, oh, of course, we can go out on a date, but like initially, my sister will have to like tag along.
Yeah.
And you know, we expected that guy to be like, because we've seen some, whereby when
we'll come back to
we'll come back to
that.
it.
Yeah.
So we told Ben that my sister is going to tag along, and he was like, oh, it's fine, oh, I would really love that, oh, no, this is what I love, no, please let her come along. Even though we told him that, oh, anytime one of us wants to tag along on a date, the person is not going to sit down with you on the table.
Yeah.
And don't worry about the expenses, she's just going to sit,
Like, just to be, you know, just
because I just want to be safe. I just want my sister to be safe.
Yeah.
Because I don't know you. If it's like a friend,
like someone close.
I'm
Like,
very sure of the friend. I know the friend already. I'll just give him like a stamp on. I'm like,
I feel like one thing people don't understand is whenever we're talking about, like, if someone owe me out, like, let me say a stalking stage, and it was like, okay, I want to take you out on a date. Like, this is a person, I don't know you from Adam Place. I don't know you from anywhere. This is the first time I'm setting my eyes on you. Like, whenever I go out on a date with you, I don't know your house. Even if I know your house, I don't know your family. I don't know your mom. I don't know your dad. I don't know where, God
Exactly.
forbid bad thing. Like, I don't know where, if they ask me like, oh, okay, let's go to his sister's place. If we can't find him in his sister's place, then we can find him in his mom's place. We can find him in his grandma's place. Like, I don't know you that deeply. Then definitely I'm not safe with you, like, for the first time. So my sister and I, we have it in us that whenever we're going out with someone we don't trust, then definitely my sister is gonna tag along. But the tagging along is for us to feel safe. Even sometimes she might be sitting down like
At the last
at the
row.
last row, you know.
And I feel like maybe some people have that mentality because they'll be like, oh, am I going to be the one to foot all the expenses?
Expenses.
And we'll be like, no, don't worry, you're not going to foot. You just foot the bill of your date.
Yeah.
I'll foot my home bill alone. And you know what really made me so proud of Ben was that even though when we told him that, it was like, no,
It was
he didn't even find it
like
well or
Oh,
he found it like offensive.
it comes so naturally to me. I was like, oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's okay. And let me give us one thing is that Ben was actually a friend to us. Like we know him, but it's not like we know him very, very deeply like
Yeah.
that. And it was like, it's okay. Oh, he was even very happy. Like he sounded very excited. Mind you, this the person I never like. I was telling like, oh, my stars to be like this with me. Our bond is this. He never knew how strong our bond is. But it was like, oh, please let her come along. I really love her to be there.
And we actually went on that date. And you know, I would say even though wealth was his talking stage, I expected him to always throw the question at her because I was trying to give them a space.
Yeah.
But this guy kept bringing me back into the conversation. He kept asking me about what does she likes, what does she wants, what does this thing, what is that, and I won't lie, I feel like he got some things that my twin sister will not be able to like tell him. He got it out of
Yeah.
me in through that way, and
Yeah.
you know, it made me like him so much. And I'm like, I realized that when you see a real man, you are just going to know that they are a real
Yeah,
man.
I feel like when you say the one, you're just gonna you don't even need like to be looking at the checklist. They're just gonna take everything so effortlessly.
Yeah, and you know, even after that date, I'm not gonna lie, I had to tell what I was like, what? This guy is 10/10. Please date him. And what was like, I don't find him attractive.
Yeah,
and you know,
I
had
don't like
to-
him as a friend.
You know, you can never tell the art who to love. So, and that was how the dates actually, you know, ended. And we were just so proud because it's just like our friends.
Yeah.
You know, anytime one of our friends calls us, they'll be like, hello, let me speak with Beauty.
Or hello, let me even like naturally, like this person are just people like, okay, you know, like if I have a friend, then that friend is a friend of the both of us. If she also has a friend, is also a friend of both of us. But we never like tell them or told them like, oh, whenever you call,
Yeah.
make sure you ask of my twin sister. No, we never did that. Like this thing come naturally to them that whenever we're talking with them or they call one of us, they always ask like, oh, is Beauty there? Oh, let me give her the phone. Let me just speak with her. You know, so like, and it kind of gladden our heart because most of our friends love us for who we are. Like they
Like,
understand
even
the
though they knew that
fact.
we are twins and we are like each other's individual, they
Yeah.
still know that she's a part of me.
Exactly.
That I can't take away. So if there's like someone that we don't like, I'm not gonna lie, if the guy comes and we don't like him, we tend to scare him off and be like, you'll be the one to put the both of our date. We are going to
you know, like we use that to scare because whenever some guys are bugging, you know, there's some guys that you already
tell them no.
no, but they'll still keep on bugging you. And you know, my son and I, we're not interested in. We're going to scare them off and be like, my sister is going to be coming on this date with us. She's going to be sitting down beside me. You're going to pay the bills. You know, so I know definitely he's going to say he's not interested again. So we're all like,
Okay, thank God.
So-
Like, put Kiniko to get Kiniko. So, and that is how it goes, you know, when it comes
Yeah.
to the reality of dating and dating twins. We have a lot of things that I feel like people need to know
Yeah.
when you're dating twins. I feel like if you want to date twins in general, or you want to date twin, especially when you see that they have like the most closest bond,
Yeah.
you have to like the other one for the relationship to work.
Yeah. I feel like this is like a common sense of thing. I don't know. Like when you are coming to date someone, I feel like you don't have it in mind that you are going to date twins. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Because you're coming for love. Like you met one of the twins in the settings and you're like you are in love with her, you are this with her, then definitely you actually knows that she's later a twin. Like
Yeah.
you are going to have to love the second one for the relationship to work because if you don't like the second one, then definitely she's not gonna like you back. Then definitely the relationship is not gonna work because it's gonna be awkward. Like she's gonna make it look awkward and weird. I don't know how to put it. Like
because I do say this a lot. I tell people this a lot. I said my twin sister will forever be my soulmate, while my husband will be my true love.
Yeah.
Like this is someone that grows up with me. You know, like
we are each other
like
half.
I don't know how to put this word. I just say there's no word I can use to describe how important he is in my life. So my husband cannot take that part. You need to know that if he's coming or my future husband, you are just going to be part of that love.
Yeah.
You are not going to be like, oh,
You have to have like a separate love out of that love.
yeah, because it's just like if my mom, you know, when it comes to wedding, the parents are going to be the one to give out the bride.
Yeah.
But if my sister does not consent first, it's not going to work.
Like I feel like if my son and I were getting married right now, I am going to be the first one they're going to ask him for like Do you what's this thing I used to ask at the altar? They'll be like, who is the person that does not want this wedding to work? I've forgotten. I don't know.
I've forgotten how they say this phrase. I know what I'm talking. I know what you're talking about.
I would want to be like, you know what? I give the go ahead. Yes,
And if I give the go ahead, no one else can say no.
Nobody.
Like I'll be the one to actually pull out the gun and be like, whoever
Who's
says no.
objecting?
Like, so I did tell people like you have to like the other twin, especially when you see how their bond is.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, I only like my
Like I'm
girlfriend.
only facing my wife.
No, I don't like you.
You.
Trust me, that relationship is not going to work at the end of the day because
Yeah.
once you don't like the other twin,
Yeah.
the other twin is going to like, make it difficult for you. You might want to come and greet your girlfriend at home, you want to come and take her out, and she might be like she's not available.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like if you don't like my twin sister, then definitely I'm not gonna like you. Like if I
Yeah.
notice that you are only like, oh, I'm just only coming for you, and you know that this person is a part of my life, like whenever they are calling me, then definitely they're calling me twin. They're calling me twins. They know that there's someone that is a part of my life. For you not to like my twin sister,
That relationship can't work.
it can never work because
Yeah.
like I'm not an individual. Yeah, I'm an individual in my own way, but like there's a part of me that she's gonna be for the rest of my life. Like she's a part of me for the rest. So for you not to like my twin sister, then definitely I don't see how the relationship is going to work.
Exactly.
It's not going to work.
So if you want to date identical twins, so always put that in mind that you have to like the other twin for the relationship to
And I
work.
feel like let me just give them a little bit of. Should I give them? Let me give you guys. Let me give you. You see, whatever. Let me say you come across your wife because you might know from the instant that she's a twin, or you might not know from the instant. The person that can like hype the second one up and be like, oh, this guy is a 10-10, is a good guy, is a twin. You're not dating. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
You have to befriend
Yeah.
that twin.
Yeah.
Befriend her a lot. She'll be the one telling her sister, like, oh my god, you this guy is good. Like, what are you looking for? Like, this guy is everything. Like, you have to befriend. You don't just because if you are asking the only twin out and the other one does not really know about it very well, trust me, nobody's gonna vouch for you. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, okay, now.
Yeah.
You understand?
Because it happens. There are
Yeah.
sometimes whereby a guy is gonna woo me out and I'll be like, I don't really see him. I might still be the one to say, oh my god,
This guy is
this guy is
everything.
good.
No.
This guy is this. And I'll be like, hey, are you sure?
Are you
Okay,
sure?
you should just okay, you know what? Just give him a try.
Try
Like go
it.
on a date with him so that I can get to know him more. And vice versa as her too. So if you're not saying, oh, you don't want to like the other twin, it's not going to work. But I think I'm so grateful for every talking stage that we actually have.
Yeah.
They've actually we have actually be friends
Yeah.
before they're like,
like romantically. I feel
Yeah.
like we know each other first. Like I feel like when it comes to love, you have to know if you and this person you are compatible as friends first.
yeah.
Before you become lovers. Like if you're not compatible as friends, when the love is not there, what's left?
Like what's going to like keep the relationship going?
Yeah.
So like they're friends with us first before they're like, okay, I like this one.
one.
Even though we would have already
Really
like noticed it from the beginning. And this also comes to the thing that I'm like, when we tell people about the reality of the things, they're like, hey, I can't. Is that I'm like, you have to always have it in mind that you always get two things. Like when it comes to gifts, like you have to always like buy two gifts.
Yeah.
And this has like, how will I put it?
Controversy, a little bit of controversy.
Controversy, yeah.
About it, yeah.
Because I'm like, when it comes to our birthday, you know that we celebrate our birthday on the same day. So even though if you are dating my twin sister, I expected, like, because my mom, every time we are celebrating our birthday, she get us two cake.
Yeah.
Like she got us two cake. Even our friends got us two cake. So it's just like how will I put it?
It's just like I feel like it's just like it's the thoughts that
Yeah,
matters. Like
exactly.
you know your wife is a twin, so definitely you have to show the love to the twin as well. Like to the other twin as well. Like I feel like to us, I'm so grateful for everyone we have in our life. Even our friend, our talking stage. Whenever we're celebrating our birthdays, they never say this thing like a weird thing. But some people find it kind of weird because whenever it's our birthday, they are going to get us two cakes, two gifts. You understand? Like it's always like very beautiful. Like,
very beautiful. Of course, we are not saying that compulsory. Everything that you want to get your girlfriend or
You
your
have to
talking
get-
stage,
yeah.
you have to get for the other twin.
yeah.
But what we are talking about is that at least it's the thought that matters. You know that
yeah.
she's a twin. So when you want to get something, even though we are getting like let's say a bouquet of flowers,
Yeah.
you can just find like one
A
rose
rose,
and be
yeah.
like, oh, for you, take.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the thought that matters.
Yeah.
And I feel like some people, when we are telling some people that if you are dating me and you don't tend to like include my twin sister in a little bit of thing, it gets me. I'll be like, you are not the right person for me.
Yeah. Like how will I be celebrating? How are we going to be celebrating our birthday? And you're coming with just only one cake, and the way you're even coming, you only come like I'm only celebrating my wife.
Yeah,
like,
because we are not even saying you can come with one cake, but there's a way you'll be like, you are conjoining us together. I'm like, oh, this cake is for the both
but
of
you know,
you.
like some people will act the way like, oh no, this is just for my wife alone. Like when they're coming with gifts. Like I remember like this topic actually brings out me and one of our friends were having this discussion online, and when we told him like, oh, be prepared to be Ella rich if you want to date twins because you're always gonna get everything of like 2-2. And I was like, okay, let's put for instance like one of you, your husband got you a car on your birthday, and then is it compulsory for him to like get the other one a car as well? And I said, this is not about materialistic things. Like you are the one that is putting it that way. Like one way said it's not that matters. On our birthday now, our okay, let me just use me alone. My husband can come and get us like 2 cakes. He got us the same like glasses, you know, understand? Then maybe in the evening, me and him we went out alone, and he got me like a Birkin bag, a Gucci. You understand? Like that's it shows like he has already gotten us like the same gift, but he used that one to be like, okay, you are my wife. This is like a special gift to you. Like to me,
like that is
that's
okay.
okay. That's what we're talking about. But it was like, what of if he just has the money to get one car? I said, no, our husbands are going to be Ella rich, so
Yeah,
definitely
they'll be able to afford that.
afford that. I said, so if it's the car one that you are like very persistent on, then our husbands are going to be Ella rich
Period.
to be able to get us
Clock
the
it.
cars
Period.
you're talking about.
Clock it, clock it, clock it. When it comes to twins, you already know. For example, we dress the same way every blessed
Yeah.
day. We have the same attires, the same jewelries, the same. So, though it's gonna be a little bit like there's gonna be a little bit changes when we get married,
yeah.
but that change is not going to be like obvious,
Yeah.
because we are still going to communicate and sit like talk to each other.
Yeah.
So of course, if you want to get like an outfit for your girlfriend, you have to have it in mind that she's not going to be able to put it on
Without a twin.
without her twin.
Yeah.
So unless maybe she can put it on, maybe is only
You and I in the setting.
yeah, like you're going out. But for someone, I feel like most of our friends and even talking stage, they mostly get us.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, and I
every
feel like
time.
it depends on the bond that twins also have.
Yeah. yeah.
Maybe some twins don't have the bond. That's why some men are like, this is just for you
You
alone.
alone, yeah.
But I feel like when some men comes to us, they already see the bond that we have. So it's easier for them to like naturally,
to get these things. Like it's not like looking like a burden to them. Like I
Yeah.
remember like there was actually we have like big mummies, they are twins and they are married. And I asked them this question, they're like, their husbands actually do this, like unconsciously that they are married now, both of them. And they said whenever their husband is getting them like an outfit, he actually get them two. Even though they are living in a separate house, people like
and even this different region, like different countries.
yeah, they're in different region, and we're like, oh, I got you guys this. He's getting it only for his wife, but he's going to get it in 2 pairs. And be like, you know what? Just send this down to your sister. You know, so like because this is the thing that it says like very like normal. I don't. It doesn't seem like a big deal. You understand? Like they are used to this thing. Like, oh, my wife is a twin. You know what? Maybe one day they may actually want to like twin up. You understand? No, let me just get it in
And
two.
it's actually good because before we always feel like when we tell some people and they find it weird, I'm like, if you don't date identical twins, you will never be able to understand
Yeah.
unless you date them.
Yeah.
Because maybe if you're outside of the box, that's when you find it weird or you find
yeah.
it convincing and be like, oh, so that means if I want to get something, I have to get it too. But when you're dating us, it comes naturally to you. You won't see it as a
big deal.
As a big deal. Same goes as when we say you be prepared for double dates.
Yeah, be prepared for double
Like
dates.
when you're dating identical twins, just be prepared for double dates. You will always go on double dates
Like-
when it comes to the twins.
like like my son and I we don't want to plan the dates. Like let's put myself like, okay, babe, you know what? Let's go to which country did I like? Okay, let me say let's go to Dubai. I'm gonna tell my twin, I'll be like, oh, we're going to Dubai.
And I'll be like, oh, you know what? Let me call my boyfriend too, so that we can also plan the date and go to Dubai. So you might think, oh, it's a special settings for you, whereby you just want it to be for you and your. And once he tells me, I'll be like, oh, we too would love to go, and I'll tell my man to be like, oh, please let us also book a date
Yeah.
to go to Dubai. So if you're the kind of person like you're like, it's just me and my wife, it won't work when it comes to twins.
Yeah, it won't work.
Yeah.
Unless the twins are the kind of like they have different, there are some twins that they just have different life entirely.
Yeah,
Like,
different tastes, different
everything. Like their bond is not really that. It's not their bond is strong, but when it comes to this aspect, they don't see it like they're like, okay, if my husband is going to Dubai, I don't love Dubai. Okay, you love California, then go to California. Then
Yeah.
go to Dubai. But my standard, we have similarities and differences. So definitely, if I see something that I like, or maybe she's one, I'm like, oh, my husband and I were planning to actually go to Maldives. Is it Maldives?
Maldives.
Whatever, I don't know. And she told me, I'm gonna be like, I love it.
I love it too now. You
I
know
love
what?
it. You know what?
Let's just plan a
Let's
double
just
date.
plan the double date
So
together.
if you're the kind of person that doesn't like double date, it's
Yeah.
not gonna work.
Yeah.
And you know, I do tell people like if you're dating identical twins that have like the same bond, always pray that the other one is also in a relationship. If not, she's always gonna be the third wheel. There's no way. Because you know she grows up with this person. They do
Yeah.
everything together. So if you're trying to take the attention of her
Twin.
and she doesn't have a partner
Yeah.
yet, trust me, it's gonna be a little bit. The relationship was gonna be like she's taking.
That maybe like you're taking a twin away from her.
Yeah, or she's taking your time. You know, there'll be some times whereby the twin sister will also not be happy
Yeah.
when she's going on a date, and the other one is like feeling lonely or feeling bored at all. So you always pray that the other one is a relationship. That way,
At
you
least you
can
know you're
enjoy.
yeah.
Like you can enjoy because so when you're saying I'm taking my girlfriend out on a date, she can be like, please just go. I'm tired. Like I just came back from a date also. So please, like so, always make sure of that. And I feel like there's also one is that we also ready
to receive
the same gifts and wear matching outfits.
Like if you are the kind of person that don't like matching outfits, trust me, dating twins is not for you. Let me put it that way, because I can come across an outfit I love, like I'm like, oh, okay, this outfit is gonna go to my man, like, and I'll show my sister,
and I'll be like, oh, I will also love it for my man too. So if you're kind of person like you'll be surprised maybe when you put that outfit on and our man also puts that outfit on and you are like twinning. Because I know some people find it wild when they see us putting on the same outfit, and I'm like, we don't find it wild. Like if you find it weird, we all don't find it weird, because
that's up to you.
That's up to you if you find it weird, because we are being born on the same day. We actually like, you know,
like what we like. I won't force my opinion on you. Then definitely you cannot force your opinion on me. If I like something and you don't like it, then it's fine. If you like something and I don't like it, then it's fine. But I don't like the way people are always like, just because you don't like something, then definitely the other person must also not like it. Like, make it make sense.
I feel like when it comes to twins, people will be like, you've grown to a stage, so you have to have grown the putting on the same outfit.
I can tell you for further, even if my sister and I we get married today, we are still going to put on the same outfit
to the rest of our life. Like, shop knuckle.
Yeah.
That's just it. Like, that's just the bond that it is. So as a twin husband or a twin partner, also be ready to also, like, you know, share the same outfit together with a twin partner. I don't know if that makes sense. Like that one is also going to also happen. Or sometimes you can also receive the same gift. So don't be surprised when you have a wristwatch you think is special to you because you're it's
special. It's not something not special. Like let me so that I can understand what I'm talking about. My sister and I, we have a lot of similarities and differences. Maybe, okay, let's put this up, like my husband's birthday is coming up. Then I got him like an AP wash. You understand, like the design and everything. Then maybe like 2 months or 4 months after our husband's birthday is also coming up, and she's like, oh, what do you get your husband? I was like, oh my god, I got him this AP wash,
and he's so happy. It's like he's so joyous. And I'll be like, oh my god, that's what I'm going to get my husband too. So don't be so surprised when you see you and the other one husband like twinning, partner, like twinning with it. Like that's just how twin life actually works.
Yeah.
And I feel like the other one is your secret is safe with both of us.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised, because anything you tell me as my partner, though my sister, even as we are not, let's say, friends.
Yeah.
There are sometimes some of our friends open up to me more than her.
Yeah.
And sometimes some of our friends open up to her than me.
Yeah.
But if you tell me something, obviously, I'm so sorry.
No, just like this, just straight to me. I'll take it and
she'll zip up too. Yeah. You're not even going to know it. So when you tell me a secret, of course, I will definitely tell my other part. Yeah. Like I'll tell her, but she's not going to show it.
Yeah.
Like she's not even going to tell you, because
like it's safe with us.
Yeah, your secret is safe with us. So anything that is going on in your life or your dating life,
maybe it's only your wife that knows about it.
We both knows about it. Even down to the bedroom matter. Oh
yeah.
We are also going to know about it. So don't be so surprised if we know the size of this, the size of that.
Like, trust me, these are things that, like, you know, let me give you guys a story time. There was actually a friend of ours. I would say the friend is actually closer to me than Beauty. Like, any friend I have is also a friend of my twin. Any friend she has also, but you know, there always be a bit of like closeness to one of us. Yeah. So she was actually telling me like something that she was actually going through, you know, everything like that. And you know, I passed it on to my sister, like, oh, so is going through, you know. I think definitely if you're twin with friend, you definitely know I'm not going to keep that secret for my twin. So, so there was by a day, she actually came across my twin sister, and I think
She can't differentiate us.
Yeah, she can't differentiate us. And she was actually talking with Beauty.
So she was like, immediately she came to me and she was like, so the discussion that we had the other time about this thing, I'm saying, and I pick up from it like there was nothing. I was like, oh, of course, yeah, this is how you're supposed to do it. This is how you're supposed to do it. I know she was just like telling me everything and giving me everything, the summary. And what actually came out, and she was like, wait,
which was like, wait. I think that was when I was laughing when she was. I came out when she was narrating, like telling, like discussing with Beauty. Then I was laughing and I was like throwing Snake as a little bit of like, oh yeah. That was when she was like, wait, you guys wait, don't turn my head. Are you the one I was having a discussion with her? And I was like, it was me, not her. And she was like, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. And I was like, she was like, well, you were able to pick up as if you knew. And I was like, of course, you already tell me.
Yeah.
Even though you will tell me, even though if you give me $1 million, what's $1 trillion, and say, please do not tell your twin sister.
I'll always tell you one thing is that nobody's gonna know, but my sister is a part of me. We are one. So definitely your secret is safe with both of us.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell my twin sister, even though I tell you I'm not going to tell her.
Yeah.
I'll still tell you. Though we are not like, it's just going to be safe with the both of us. Not like as if you're going to tell the other party.
But it's not like you expect to tell me a secret and you be like, I don't want you to tell your sister at all. I want it to be just between me and you. Trust me, it's going to be between you, me, and her. Not
period.
Me and you alone.
Like, period. So when it comes to you dating identical twins or twins in general, just know that your secret will always be safe with the both of them.
Yeah.
So even though there are some times whereby a guy is going to woo my twin sister out and, maybe he got rejected and, normally I'm a playful person and And I'll be like, oh, she already said no. And you'll be like, how do you know? How do you know? Of course, she's going to tell me. Like,
what are you talking about? And I used to say something is that when you are dating twins, let your family knows they don't have one girlfriend. Like, you don't have, like, let them know they don't have one wife. Let me put it that way. Like, when you are dating or about to get married to twin, let your family know they don't have one wife. Like, they're going to have two wives. Like, your family has to include the father. Oh, your wife is also a twin. So whenever they get something, they'll be like, oh, is our wife alone? No, because you have two wives.
I feel like we should make it confusing for them.
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't mean that if you want to get something from your partner, it's compulsory every time you have to get for the other twin. But I feel like it just comes natural to you. You are even not going to know that you are doing it.
Yeah,
exactly. So, but the thing is that we are saying is that if you actually like dating me, for example, and you have a family event, be sure that my sister is going to pop up in that event.
Yeah.
Because we'll go, especially when we are not like legally married, like officially married. Of course, she's always going to follow me to your family event, and I will also follow her too.
Even when we are married, I feel like most of our friends, like, let me say, I have a friend today. Whenever they're having fun, I feel like our friends love it when we both attend their event together.
Yeah,
like they're never like, oh, just because some friend is only wealth, then it's only wealth that's going. They're always very happy. They'll be like, even most of the time, their mothers and their fathers, their sisters are always like, well, please, anytime you are coming, make sure you come with Lucy. Where you guys are, I'm going to use you guys like,
I'm proud of you, like, yeah. Some people do that, and I feel like that's another aspect that some people don't see. Like, that's what I'm saying, that this thing needs to be talked more about.
Yeah.
Please, if you're also a twin or if you have also dated a twin before, please let us know that the comment section. Tell us about the dating experience.
Yeah.
How does it go? Do we have like something in
common, or is our own just different?
Yeah.
Than the rest?
And I feel like one thing, I wouldn't say in dating aspects. I would say it's something that I would say I wouldn't just categorize it into a dating aspect. I would say in everything. Like when me and my sister and I are having a big fight, do not interfere. Please. Do not interfere. No matter how big our fight
or
is.
Maybe one of us actually comes to meet you and be like, oh, whenever my son and whenever we're fighting, we actually go, I can go and meet my mom and be like, Mom, see what Beauty did. I don't like what she did. I'll expect my mom to be like, oh yeah, what she did is bad. And I can tell you for that, my mom would just be like, sorry. And then I would say, I'm not sorry. Don't you see that what she did is very bad? Oh, you think I don't know you guys' tricks? So when you guys are through with your fight, then you now put me in the center. So it's kind of like whenever my son and we're having an argument, it's when you side one of us. You understand? I don't know how to put, like, you are like, oh, just because Beauty is my friend, then I'm gonna side Beauty alone, you understand? And I'm gonna like be talking.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes, comes to now even relationship, is the thing is now even more like intensified.
Yeah.
Like if your partner, if your the partner, like which is a twin,
Yeah.
is having an argument with her twin sister, do not interfere.
Even if the other one
Even
did
the-
something wrong.
Wrong, that even you clearly knew that the other one is in the wrong.
Yeah.
Do not interfere and be like, or start bashing the
Your
other
other
twin
twin.
in front of
Yeah.
her twin. Even though at that moment she might like it, I'll be like, yes,
Yeah.
of course. Trust me, at the end of the day, she's gonna have this like
Thoughts.
be like, I don't think he likes my twin.
Twin,
Like,
yeah.
why would you say
So
that to my
that's-
twin?
yeah,
Like, why would
yeah.
you say that to my twin? I feel like my mom and our friends know best. They know not to interfere in our fight because
They never.
once our fight is settled, we come back to you and
Yeah.
we're like, why do you have to do this? Why do you have to say that about my twin sister?
Like, you're not gonna believe that when we actually have an argument earlier, she said this about you. Said you always talk like this,
And I'll be like,
and
what?
I'll be like, she doesn't like us.
Yes, she's not a good person.
Person.
Let's not talk to her
Again.
again. So, you know, as a partner, you wouldn't want that whereby the other
other
twin
one
hold grudges
is
with,
against you,
So
yeah.
do not interfere when it comes to like twin. And you know, it also comes to like unconsciously, you might be compared with the other twin partner.
Yeah. I feel like this is one thing people don't understand. Like when we say compare, they'll be like, oh, we should try to like compare the other twins. Like for instance, now my twin sister husband might get her like a MacBook. Let me just put it that way. And I saw the MacBook and I was like, oh, where do you get this MacBook from? She was like, oh, it's my partner that got. I can come and meet my husband and be like, I love a MacBook. Can you get me a MacBook? And I'm like, oh, what do you need? I say, can't you say that Beauty husband just got her a MacBook, which I want a MacBook as well. Don't try to take like, oh, are you trying to compare me to your twister husband? No. It's not in that way. Just unconscious. Just something that is not like out of love. Like, oh, I want to have the same thing in my twister also have. You understand? I don't know what to put
you
it
know,
very well.
sometimes my husband will actually booked, or our husband or our boyfriend might
Yeah.
actually booked a trip for her. So maybe let's say like, you know, at this baby moon, is it baby moon when someone gets pregnant?
Yeah.
Is it baby moon or
No,
honeymoon?
it's before
before the baby-
it's before the baby.
Before the baby is born.
Yeah, that's the baby moon,
yeah. So he might actually booked a baby moon for my twin sister, and you know, I'll also be like, I can go and tell my husband, like my future husband, I'll be like, baby, you know, I also love you to book a baby moon. Look at wealth partner, you just booked her a baby moon, even got her a push present,
Right.
even did it. So you to do that for me. That's not because like that we are trying to like bring you down. It's just like a twin thing.
Yeah.
Whereby when my sister have something, I also want to have that thing. Not, I don't know how to put it so that you guys don't get like a
Like
wrong,
not in a bad way,
not in a
but,
bad
like,
way.
unconsciously you might just be a little bit of comparing. You're just like, oh, you're trying to compare me to
Our twin sister,
our twin partner.
Yeah.
Like you understand, like, and I feel like the other one is the fact that, you know, my sister and I, we used to say this a lot between us, is that if you offend my twin sister, like let me say a partner offender, I can tell you for a fact that we can both team up on you and you'll be like, oh, it's only my wife that I offend. Why is she also getting angry with me?
Exactly.
Like, let me tell you for a fact that the fact that you offend my sister and she told me what you did, I'll also be offended. So be ready to apologize to both of us, because I'll be like, why are you going to treat my sister that way? Because I'll have it in
I
me.
feel like you didn't say it very well. Let me put it in a very correct way. For example, we have this thing that we tell each other, like if we have any partner, if we have like a petty fight, I don't quickly tell my twin sister, even though I don't keep secret from her. Reason being that I can forgive you, but she might never forgive you.
Yeah, period.
I can see that petty fight as something that is
Yeah.
small. She might not really see it as something that is small.
Yeah.
I remember when we were still in secondary school and I had a crush on a guy, you know, you just like this love something. We had a petty fight and I don't see it as something much. Oh my goodness, what cost him out?
It's
She never forgive that guy till this day. Like anytime she
like
remembers.
what he did to me, I count it as something very bad. I don't like to, even though Beauty was like, oh, it's okay. She was angry about it, but I felt like she was not angry enough about it. I don't lie to you. I do curse him out, and whenever I come across him, I don't look at him with a very good eyes. I used to eyes him up from down. Like, I know you'll be feeling like, what did I do wrong to Wealth? But you know, I know they both have a crush on each other, and for you to behave that way to my sister, then definitely it's gonna get me so annoyed. Like,
Yeah, so sometimes, so when you have like a fight with your partner, be ready that the other one too is included in that fight.
Yeah, so
or
I'm like-
consciously and consciously. So anytime they fight, they actually like you actually settle the fight with your partner. Unconsciously, just like apologize to the other one and be like, so sorry, you know, I know I offended your twin the other day.
okay.
You know, I know I'm wrong, so I already apologized to her. So I just want to say I'm so sorry if you also find it like, because of course I will definitely tell her when we have a fight.
yeah,
And we can also team up on you in some place, because trust me, if my sister is wrong, I'll never tell you that she's wrong.
she'll
I will
correct.
correct. I'll correct her privately, but when it's at the front,
She'll support
I'll
me.
support her.
Yeah.
So there might be some time whereby, even though she's the one at wrong, if I see that you're trying to, like, be macro about it, like, I'm like, hey, what do you mean?
was it? What's
Like,
wrong?
And you'll be so surprised and be like, she's supposed to support
Support
me.
me.
Why is she supporting her twin sister? So be ready for that when you're dating like twins. Like, that one is also always going to be happening. Because, and I do tell people something, that even though we are like identical,
Yeah.
we have our own places too. Like, we have our own individual, we have our own differences.
Yeah.
So we do tell our future partner, our talking stage, that there are some things also that we said in the first episode. If you have not watched the first episode, please go and watch it. That we are like a shapeshifter.
Yeah. My sister and I feel like we saw this earlier. My sister and I, we are a shapeshifter. Like, my sister and I face actually changes. Like, I don't know for other twins, but let us know is that as I'm sitting right now, I can see only my face. And I can see, like, to us, we have like individual faces. Even though people are like, oh my God, you look so identical.
Yeah.
Like, but there are sometimes I will have the same face as her. I don't know how, but I don't know if it's like correct. Like, I will have the same face like her.
So
and-
people tend to ask, like, I've seen people ask that, how are your partners
able to tell us apart.
will be able to tell you guys apart? And we're like, of course they will be able to tell us apart, though not at instant,
Yeah.
not at the beginning of the relationship, but when it comes to some stages, of course they'll be able to tell us apart due to our personality. Because the way I talked with my man is not the way she's going to talk with my man, and the way she's going to talk with her man is not the way I'm going to talk with her. So of course, there's this one thing that I saw on a blog post whereby someone is talking about, and you guys are a twin. So if your partner is it not going to also fall in love with the other twin, because
No.
you are both sharing like the
same
same
face.
face? And
No.
I'm like, no. Like, when they see us, they are going to see us like an individual. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to see me alone. He's not going to see my twin sister in that romantic type of way.
Yeah.
And same as at all. And thank God, every talking stage that we ever had, they've never like
have that. We never have that kind of situation.
Yeah.
God will never let us have that kind of situation.
Amen. So when people ask us that, if you are dating your partner, how are they going to be able to identify? I hope they are not going to mix you. I said they are going to mix us up.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
Yeah.
But at the beginning of the relationship, there's always going to be confusion.
Yeah. I said if my mom that actually gave birth to us can still be mixing us up once in a while, then definitely our partners are going to definitely mix us up. Like, that one is like normal.
So that is why we have one number one rule that we give to our
partners,
future partners,
yeah,
is that do not ever sneak up on us.
Do not ever do that.
Like, there's this lovey-dovey
stuff, like, maybe you want to hug your partner from the back, like scare them from the back, kiss them from the back.
Like, do not try it when it comes to identical twins, because you might be kissing the wrong twin.
Yeah, like, and it's gonna look awkward. Yeah. And this comes to a story time. Let me give you guys, because my sister and I, whenever we have like someone that is like a potential partner, we actually tell them, like, please do not sneak up on us. Like, be sure that this is your wife or this is your partner, this is your girlfriend, before you, like, do something like intimate, like kissing, hugging, so, because we won't want that kind of stuff to be like awkward between us. So I could remember when we were in high school. when we were in high school, my sister, the crush I said I used to call her. I said I used to crush her. Actually, I know both of them as they have crush on each other, and he's also a friend of ours. So we actually like him a lot, But I know he has a crush on my sister. My sister also has a crush on him. So there was a day we went to the lab. We have like a practical in the lab. So we actually went to the lab. So when we got there, my sister and I were really sit down together in the lab. So we sat down, and I don't know what Beauty went to do. I don't know. I can't remember what he went out to do. I think
I just tell people that twin telepathy is real.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to twin telepathy, is very, very real. So if you don't know about it before, like, let me tell you, every twin has that twin telepathy. If my twin sister is sitting in a certain position, within like 2 seconds, I'll also be sitting at that
same
position. So if care is not taken, you might think,
you might be too car for me.
Yeah. So continue.
So I actually stood up. No, Beauty actually went to the restroom. She actually went to the restroom. Then I was sitting down on the same. I stood up from where I was sitting down because I wasn't comfortable. So I sat down where Beauty was actually sitting down on. Then I was like this because I was very tired. So I was it's like she actually, like, I was sleeping on, should I say I was sleeping? I wasn't sleeping, I was just resting my head, but this was the way I
Yeah,
was
you're resting on head, you're on the
on the
decks.
decks. So I was like this. Then immediately I noticed someone just peck my cheek. Like mwah. When I heard the sound of like someone peck my cheek, the first thought that came to my mind was, oh, maybe some of our girlfriends, our friends that are ladies in the class. So when I looked up, I saw it was the one. You understand? I look at him with this kind of face, like I know we don't have anything, like I don't expect that kind of reaction from him. So I look at him like this. I was like, then immediately he was able to like he was able to like, I don't know.
Immediately you saw your face.
Immediately
You knew
saw
that
my
it was not
countenance.
me.
It was like, oh shit, this was not beauty. This was wealth. Like it was apology. It was like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was just like, it was
There
like,
was that panic written all over his face.
like, and just because of that panic I saw, I won't lie, it was very fun. I burst into laugh. I was laughing because I knew it was an honest mistake. It's not something he did intentionally. It was apologized. I was like, and I was laughing, and then he went out of the
actually, I feel like I went to the restroom at that time. So
Yeah.
I was coming back, and I feel like the guys are done at the lab.
Yeah.
So everybody were coming out, and he was actually coming, and I just saw that he was avoiding me, and I was like, "What's happening? Why is he avoiding me?" I didn't really even take it into like, normally every school crush you have in secondary school, we are all like, So I was like, "Why is that?" I didn't really take it. So I saw my sister, and she was laughing immediately. She saw me. I was like, "What happened? Why are you laughing?" And she told me that, so you won't believe that your crush so just pecked me on my cheek at the lab, and we both burst out into laughter. Maybe why we both burst out is because, number one, I saw the panic when he was actually avoiding me on his face, and even though, because we knew that it was an honest mistake,
Yeah.
and the way it was actually, it made us like, I wouldn't say we are making fun of him, but it just like, as an identical twins, we know that at one stage our partners are always going to mix us up.
Yeah.
So it's funny to us, and he was avoiding me for like
2 days.
no, it wasn't even 2 days. I feel like it was that day, but he avoided me for like some time. And after it was break time, I was the one who actually got meeting. I was like, "Why are you avoiding me?" I was like, "I'm so sorry. I did something that was bad. I actually picked wealth instead of you. I thought you were the one that was why." And I laughed, and I was like, "It's nothing. Don't think about it." He was like, "Oh, no. I don't want you guys to think maybe I was trying to like, double play it or this." I was like, "No, don't worry. We knew that."
We know that it's honest, and I won't lie, I respect him for that, because I could see the panic in him. I could see that he respects the fact that this is not something, it's not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But we know it was a mistake, and it was like he apologized, and I was like, okay, it's fine, And just because of that, we are like, okay, you see, this is the reason why we told you guys
Not to
always
stick up.
stick up, or not like, don't be. And I could remember, like, I think this also happened in high school. Then there was actually, because Beauty is kind of what, like, I told you, she's very playful, like very friendly with people. A friend of ours was actually, Beauty was actually playing with a friend of ours. Then I think, I don't know, maybe you guys are eating each other. Are you kind of? I think you guys are eating each other.
Yeah, just normal play whereby I hit you like hide and seek something.
Yeah, I think you guys are doing hide and seek, like, and the hide and seek is whenever I
Cut you.
I'm gonna eat you. Then it was Beauty and I that they are playing the hide and seek, and I can tell you for that I was just sitting there minding my business, reading my story, all right, and I noticed that someone just ate me suddenly, and I look at the person. I was like, "Why are you eating me?" I was like, "What's are you talking about? I was not just playing earlier," and I was like,
It's not me.
It's not me. And I was, oh, what are you talking about? I knew you're trying to pretend. I was like, I wasn't pretending. This is not me. And she was like, wait. I was like, talk again. Let
Let me hear your voice again. And she was so surprised to know that it wasn't actually me. It was actually Wet, and she started apologizing. I met them where she was actually apologizing. I was like, I'm so sorry. So we did tell our like potential partner that do not ever sneak up. Even though if you think I was actually sitting down on this table, or you think I was actually standing on a position before, please, especially if my sister is there, within a minute, I might not be standing there, and it will be my sister standing there. So do not be like, oh, I want to like, surprise that, and oh God, you might be wrong in
the wrong twins.
Yeah.
And it's going to feel awkward after, like,
yeah,
so
it's gonna feel awkward, because in as much that we know that it's an honest mistake, it's not that you intentionally
do it.
there's some man that has, like, for example, that bad guy that I told you guys about, hey, that one is intentional. But when it's not intentional, we tend not to like take it to heart, because we knew that is born to happen.
Do you remember?
No, don't talk about it. No, don't talk about it. There was there was actually something that happened. There was a guy that actually wore my twin sister out. Like I said, we never had the same taste when it comes to men.
Yeah.
So when this guy wore her out, even though she does not like the guy too,
Yeah.
and my sister was like, no. You know, as normally men has this thing in nature. Even when you say no to them the first time, they are like, maybe you are trying to play hard to get.
Yeah.
So after that, we left. He saw the both of us together. So the other day, we were actually going out and we met him again. And he greeted us, the both of us. And I said that he was coming towards me instead of the person actually would out. So I was like, maybe he was doing a mistake. And I was like, sorry, no, don't tell me anything. This is, you actually would out. And this guy was like, no, I know what. I know who I would out. You can never tell me that. You can never tell me so. And God, you know one thing, if it's that I even liked him a little bit or I find him attracted, I would not have even been mad. But I don't find this guy attractive. And I was trying to be like, oh my goodness, you have to come and take this, please, just like. And this guy kept saying he was so sure that I was the one
I was even calling him. I said, Mr. Man, I was the one you would out, not my twin sister. And he was like, you can't play smart with me. I know the person I would out. It was hard. Not you. I said, Mr. I won't explain. I told him the conversation we had earlier, and was like, no, she told you. That was why you were able to. I said, hey.
And that's why how we tried to explain to this guy that I was not the one, Oga. I was not the one you would out. It was my twin sister. Go back to her and continue how you are trying to And this guy, to be honest, this guy hold the grudges with us. See now, anytime this guy sees us, he never greeted us. Like he was thinking maybe we were trying to play smart with him.
Yeah.
And we're not the type of twins that play smart when it comes to,
Right,
especially when it comes to our dating life. We never play smart. And despite how I beg this guy and be like, I'm not the one. Till this day, this guy still think I'm the one, and he actually want my twin star out. You see that? That's not crazy.
It's so crazy when we are explaining to him, like, you can't know us more than we know ourselves, and we're explaining to him like, Mister, I was the one you would out, and I said I wasn't interested. So why are you going to my sister? And he was like, no, it was your sister I would out, not you. I never got to you.
And I can tell you for a fact that this has happened so many times.
Like
so many times. Like, so it's normal. We know. So that's why sometimes when a guy would us out for the first time, one of us out for the first time, we make sure to always to make sure to tell him that it is me that you would out to. My name is Beauty. My name is this. Because when you see my identical twins, especially, it's even more difficult if it's that I was the only one going out that day, and that man wore me out. They tend to mix us up when they see the both of us together, and they'll be like, wait, what did I wear out between the both of you? Is it you or her? And I'll be like, it's me. Until I tell them the conversation we had earlier before, they're like, okay, yeah, I think it's you. I'm like, oh, so sorry. But if it's like we are going out together, I feel like they tend to mix us up.
Yeah.
I'll be like, it was you or it was me.
You could remember there was a day actually when we were working in an organization. So Beauty actually went out. I think you went out to get something.
Yeah, I went out to get. We had a break, so I went out to get our lunch.
Yeah.
And I met this guy, and he was bugging me, like he kept saying, "Oh, please give me your number, give me." And I said, "I don't want." And I was just in a bad mood that day, so I faced him. I said, "I don't want." I screamed at him. I'm not gonna lie, even though I don't like it now, but I screamed at him because I was in a bad mood, and he kept, bugging me, and I was like, "Leave me alone." So I left, and
I think our boss actually sent me an errand, and I passed the same route that Beauty actually went by. And this guy stopped me and said, you screamed at me earlier. And I was like, I never screamed at you. I've never even set my eyes on you before. And it's like, she's lying. You think you can pass here today? You won't pass here today. You are the one that's. I was telling her, I said, I wasn't the one. I said, my boss sent me an errand. I need to go somewhere. I said, no, you're not going to leave here today. I have to bring this man down
to our office.
So my sister can talk to me and be like, okay,
immediately he came to our office, and I set my eyes on him because I was like, why did we bring him up? So immediately he was like, oh my god, I didn't know that you guys are twins. I thought, and there's always going to be confusion when it comes to our dating life.
Yeah, there's always going to be.
And I feel like the one that I feel like our future partners are even going to get more confused on is that we have the same voice.
Yeah, on phone. Yeah,
because till this day, my mom cannot
differentiate our voice on phone.
Even our siblings, I couldn't feel like our siblings have never even done, our siblings have never mixed us up.
Never,
physically, they've never mixed us up. But when it comes to voice on phone,
yeah, they do mix us up
a lot. Even comes to friends. So when we are talking with our partner on phone, we made because there are some times whereby I can be talking with someone on phone, I'm like, speak with Wealth, and they'll still think I'm still the ones talking with them. So I do tell them that anytime we're actually together, our voice might be the same, and you might mix our voice up on the phone.
Yeah.
Even though we don't pick each other's
we never pick each other's phones.
Yeah.
But maybe you're like, okay, hello, I'm talking to blah blah blah, and I was like, okay, you know what? Pass the phone to Beauty. I want to speak with Beauty. You might still think I was the one acting like Beauty, which is not true. She might be the one because our voice sounds so the same on the on phone. Like my
Yeah.
mom even kind of different. Whenever my mom call us, she's just like, hello, who am I speaking to? I'll say, okay, this is Wealth, and she'll like, okay, give the phone to Beauty. Even when I give to Beauty, you ask again and be like, is this Beauty?
The only time we kind of play a tricky, like I'll say, we can be mischievous
also.
where we want to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
The only time we can be mischievous is that if someone is bugging my twin star so much,
Yeah.
you know, there are some men whereby when they ask you when when you're going out, you are not interested in them, but they're just like, you know, give me your number, and just like just for peace, your own peace of mind, you just give them your number. And if that guy starts calling my twin sister, I'll be the one to pick up the phone and I'll continue from where she left the conversation. I'll be like, "Da, da, 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 da," and it's going to still think it's actually speaking with my sister without knowing that I'm still the one he's actually speaking with. So that kind of thing happens a lot. Like, you know, when it comes to the confusion, but we are not the mischievous twins,
Yeah.
whereby we play men and be like, maybe because we don't have the same taste in guys. So there's no way I could be like, let me play this
like
man.
even I feel like even though our voice sound the same on phone, I feel like the way we speak is kind of different. Like
Yeah.
most of our friends, whenever we're talking to them, you know, Beauty is kind of just like, she's like, hey, idiot, like, hey, what's up? You understand? But me, I'm always like, hi, sweetheart. I use like sweet words with them. So they were able to use that to like differentiate us on phone. They'll be like, oh, whenever they hear that word, they'll be like, oh, this is Wealth, this is Beauty. Like they're able to use that to differentiate us. So when
Yeah.
it comes to our partners, I feel like they'll be able to differentiate the way we actually like converse with them on phone. Like
Yeah.
with our voice, they're able to like use it. So we're not that mischievous and be like, oh, let's play.
You know, because I've seen some occasion whereby people think as an identical twins, you kind of like
Play.
be mischievous about it, and you know, play some guys. Whereby I've seen some people be like, oh, some identical twins guys tends to like sleep with
one lady.
and the lady is she's oblivious to like to, for example, let's say the lady is dating twin A and twin B will also be sleeping with her, and she'll be oblivious thinking it's still twin A. We never do that. I don't like it, and I don't respect that. Yeah, and I don't respect that.
Like you don't play with
Even though we
people.
are twins, we also have our own boundaries.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to our dating life, we have our boundaries that we don't tend to
cross.
like cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to boundaries.
Yeah.
If my sister is dating someone, there's a limit to the way I can play with that person. There's a limit to where I can hug that person. There's a limit to where I can like
talk to the person.
because
yeah.
he's not my partner. So there's no need of me opening that aspect to him.
Yeah, and I feel like it also comes down to our partner as well. Like I don't like when my partner is so friendly, over friendly, like hugging my sister so much, like touching her in a very sexual way. Like I feel like that boundaries is always there from right from the start, and we make sure we make the boundaries to be so stamped with our partners. Like, you know, like my star partner, I can hug him, I can play with him, talk with him, but I put a boundaries there so he knows never to cross that wall.
Yeah.
That I have full there. And I love the fact that they always respect that boundaries between us. Like we, even though we have a lot of similarities, a lot of things that we, but when it comes to our dating aspect, we still have our boundaries too.
Like, you know, I never pick up my twin sister call when anyone, even if it's admires, even if it's a husband, I will never pick up the calls and be like, let me, because I know that they can't identify our voices on phone. No, we never do that. I know my twin sister password. She knows my password. She can open my phone, even our face ID. Like we can open each other's phone with the face ID. I will never pick up my sister phone and be like, let me go through whatever she's talking with her partner. No, we never do that. We have that boundary that we never crossed. So even though there are sometimes I could be sitting down and a partner might be calling, of course I can pick up and be like, oh, she's at the kitchen, because I just don't like it. I'll be like, well,
your phone is ringing.
Your phone is ringing.
So is calling
so
you.
Sometimes I say, oh, please pick it up and tell him that I'm busy. That's when I can be like, hello, she's busy.
But not like she'll be all over my business and be like, oh, because we are twin, I have to like, no. We don't do it to that extent. Like, even when me and my partner were having conversation, she doesn't just bag into the conversation, just because she's my
even
twin.
Though they are like in front of me.
No, she's going to respect that aspect of our life, and I do that as well. And we always love that too with our partner. Like, you don't expect when my son and I were having a conversation, just bagging and be like, you know, it's not like we have that boundaries with each other. Like, so our partner was like, oh, if I call Wealth now, Beauty will be the one to pick the phone. Like, or if I call Beauty now, when's going to be the one to like pick the phone, or like be too friendly? Like, no, we
don't ever have it. So because I feel like because people say that our bond is strong, the things we never have boundaries when it comes to that. No, I don't like to share my man with my twin sister, and she doesn't like to share her man with me. Like when it comes to that place, it's just like we have a bridge there that we don't cross. Like I want my man alone and she wants her man alone. So you won't see me like, maybe because most of our friends, like, you know, I feel like love is friendship. So love starts with friendship. So some guys might be like, they are friends with us first before you actually, you know, would my twin sister out. Of course, we know that hugs, when it comes to hugging someone, we have the platonic hug and we have the romantic hug. Of course, I can hug my twin partner. Of course, he can carry me just in a playful manner, but not in the one that it has to be like, we know a hug that is like platonic.
It's too intimate. It's too intimate, and the one that is like normal. And we're not the one that you are trying to like. How are you going to be trying to like touch my sister in a very sexual way or
exactly
over hug like?
So there's always going to be a boundaries when it
yeah.
comes to
Yeah.
our relationships.
So dating identical twins is sweet, but
Of
it's not
course.
for the weak.
Exactly. Like you have to have patience, understanding, and the most one is respect when it
Yeah.
comes to dating twins
yeah.
or identical twins in general.
Yeah, so let us know if you are a twin or if you have dated identical twins or twins in general. Please share your experience with us. Let us know all what we said. Let us know if you also can relate to it. Like, oh, are we the only one that this is just our own dating perspective?
Yeah, and if you have dated identical twins before, please let us just know that in the comment section. Tell us your experience. Like, have you mixed them up before? What are the things what are the rules that they actually give you, and you're like, oh my god, it's too much, or you also find it like natural? Let us know that in the comment section.
So if you enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to hit that subscribe button right now.
Don't forget to give the very big thumb up.
Make sure to drop a comment below because we are your favorite identical twins.
And don't forget to turn on your post notification because you don't want to miss out on the hottest episode that's gonna come out next week, Wednesday.
So we love you guys
and see you in our next episode. Adios.
We are born to be great, we are born to survive. We are born with potential to make it in life. We are born to be great, we are born to survive. We are born with potential to make it in life.